San kwasiafo na PDS deal no ekopie Enterprise Insurance Office yo fi grant company and friend Energia AS na omuka PDS no ho ya hwehwe mo ekopie Angola Energia AS beji 19% of the money ebe sin there nobody knows who Energia AS is yo fi grant office na Energia AS for address Jimmy, you are still entertaining Bawumia and NPP Mabu Bodam. Now what is the new low? This is the lowest in the history of the Republic of Ghana. And John Mahama said, this Mahmoud Bawumia is a criminal. And then it is very important that we investigate him when it comes to PDSR. Who in his right senses will have a problem with this statement? Bawumia needs to be investigated. Bawumia owns a PDS on KB. Haven't you studied? Since this American City report we buy Ombien and Unka PDS because he knows he is the problem. He knows he caused it. When was the last time you heard Bawumia speak on PDS? Me pese obi pulling a document of Bawumia speaking on PDS. Bawumia stayed away from PDS. Mahamudu Bawumia. What is a Bawumia jina baby abo PDS soda? Bawumia is the cause of PDS. PDS ni nyina sene Ekufuado ne Gabi mu enya opportunity na Bawumia ne etani ki ni ma omo. Nipa obie do no na Bawumia. And intina you never hear Bawumia. Bawumia kasapa as wabodam, but he always stays away from PDS. But he's telling you Ghanaians say Okofa energy solar ba. He has not spoken on PDS and he tries to stay away from PDS. Ask yourself why. Yes. Yeah. If Mahama says you investigate Bawumia, what's the big deal? Because at the end of the day, the OSP thoroughly investigated Mahama. He saw nothing on Mahama. Mahama is squeaky clean. Bawumia, he's not bigger than John Mahama. John Mahama has been president before. Bawumia is just a mere vice president. So what we have to do is to make sure he is investigated. In China, I can't say investigative vice president. What is the big deal? And John Mahama about power near be investigations on Bawumia. Why na bone? Because Mahama Kurano, Mahama Kura wabua Ghana no. Ekufuado PDS, Ekufuado special prosecutor, investigating Mahama. Edge documents where we are seeing we nya anything on Mahama. So if Mahama says PDS, Mahamudu Bawumia and a cause a problem no, now he has to be investigated. A bonne bang and a womb. We need to see Bawumia or clean and also clean and also or ye. And that will show Ghana for who Bawumia ne krono is a thief. How can you chair such a committee? You chair such a big committee and refuse to speak on PDS till date. Mumbusa most question no. Mo journalists in kwasiafo no I am one say you see what be your opportunity to be a share Bawumia can't speak on PDS. He will never do it. Me say Bawumia chaired the committee. On the chair committee meetings ni nyina FTI 4-year report no investigative report no on the chair meetings ni nyina for about 4 years 6 Bawumia has not spoken on PDS. Busa won side intra. Onim tika Bawumia nyae. Do you know how much Bawumia got? Mote Ghana yetumu for amonte. Bawumia is a criminal. Or you real. And always no one so Jimmy. You know you say, or you reach will be our Ghana. Opa mom ya galamse or Ghana Bawumia ni kuzibuating. You the next topic so. Now let me show you this. Yen rim egigim. Before Yebeko is 550, right? Let's go straight. Besides, I'm going to skip a few things. Let's go straight and take care of and the topic in a second. And it's got to do with this man called Canal Opoku and DC4 Endra a press conference. Ekache Ghana for reasons in tia. I was say Ghana for yama ni ko obi to say Canal Opoku ho. If you say NPP abino, I imagine say. The Omode Kanaopoku and some criminals were Ghana they still want to use this Kanaopoku to do the same thing again. Now, this man or a soldier ni. Now, the soldier ni na oyeno ni nyina say. Or a soldier ni bia odi Ghana phobia nim Ekufuado aban we nim. And make sure say aba yeto ye from Ayawaso West Wagon ekosi den 2020 elections no sa soja ni we ND NPP akromfo ewudifo enim e making sure say Ekufuado etumi ewia abam abotuo ekunipa owie no ene Ekufuado esabo na baso. Now NDC for enough evidence abechire Ghana for say this man or Ekufuado's one of the thugs who is in the uniform of the Ghana Armed Forces, and that say you share uniform na you might make a mistake. Na nipa nanka sankasa no or de nipa boninia na na do danko Ekufuado mo use no. In fact, as we speak, sa papa we assistant ebusu afọ akogu UK. And what promise Ekufuado mo say dear ya o lead some thugs in the Ghana military and the national security to do what? To kill and destroy Ghanaians, to disrupt our democracy, to force Ghanaians to say Ekufuado will win election. No? He is willing and ready to do more this time. Now, there are so many things the NDC came up Omoka Wasem. Omoka in Semfa, the role this man played. Ayawaso West Wagon. Time in fact, this man that time no now or you're in charge of the security apparatus or national security. In fact, say check it ni position na owo time call Eko Ayawaso West Wagon Eko Botuo the emrantie bi ba ya no mu nyina show benim na oye director of operations national security secretariat. It is Ayawaso West Wagon election no and no lead the thugs to make sure say Ghana for ya Bobby tuo ya di tuo acheshen konfo nsem or use sa position no and na omde suppress the will of the people. This man or a soldier ni now Ayawaso West Wagon in some see wo ho no mumu bebre sebio murefi. Let me show you a bit of it na yentwa ade we so.
It was a normal morning. Electorates began queuing very early, some as early as 6 a.m. to cast their ballots peacefully and dash to work. Early reports suggested the process began smoothly, but eyebrows were raised about the presence of heavily armed security personnel, as many as 6 per polling station across the constituency. Political party agents were vigilant and ordinary people watched from afar. But it was an unusual election day. Heavily armed masked men in bulletproof vests, dressed in black polo shirts and khaki trousers, marked NSC as agents of the National Security Council, seen in police pickups, crisscrossed the main streets towards Baoleshi, a known NDC stronghold. The arrival of the operatives in Rambo style surprises all. About 25 hooded men in 5 pickups or so jump off. In a well-orchestrated plan, they run across the compound where voters had queued waiting for their turn, creating fear and panic. Journalists begin taking pictures, and that provokes the indiscriminate mayhem visited on them. A senior immigration officer at the scene is captured placing an SOS call as he takes cover. In this video, the suspected NPP Invisible Force members are captured beating a man mercilessly, kicked in the face, whilst others pounce on any civilian in sight, punching them and beating others with the butt of their guns. The chaos forces people to flee as policemen try desperately in vain to restrain the NSC agents. After about 6 minutes, they proceed to their next target, the residence of the NDC parliamentary candidate, Delali Kwesi Brempong, few yards away behind the Baoleshi Presby Basic 1 JHS polling station. His house is besieged by the armed men, threatening to shoot as they are confronted by the NDC candidate supporters. They point guns as they demand access to search the house, open fire with live bullets, leaving at least 18 injured. 2 near-fatal cases were recorded. Bullet shells and bloodstains outside the residence attract onlookers, while irate persons seeking to fight back are seen being calmed by the police.
Don't take the laws into your own hands. The police, we are managing the situation.
Senior officers, including Director in charge of Operations Greater Accra, Chief Superintendent Kwesifori, rushed to the scene but look on helplessly.
So they are not your men.
I don't know those who came here.
Do you know the men on the ground?
This is something that we need to investigate. But I don't know those who came here. So because all my policemen are not marks. You can see from wherever.
So you know the men on the ground. You know your men on the ground.
I know the men on the ground,
and they are not marked.
And I can see them when I see them.
MP for Ningo Pram Pram, Sam George, is seen questioning the shooting incident. He is confronted for daring to face them, and he gets his first slap. Listen and watch carefully as one of the men shouts, "This is the beginning of 2020." In the chaos, police reinforcement and military teams arrive, armed but unable to stop the violence. The masked men return to the school compound, finish up with more beatings before setting off. The voting center is deserted while officers try to secure the ballot box and voting materials. NDC National Chairman Samuel Ofosuampofo rushes to the scene, meets the traumatized candidate.
So this is what happened. I was West Wagon, and it was all orchestrated by the NPP, led by this man called Colonel Opoku. Now, what he did with his uniform as somebody who works for the NPP to make sure, say, the democracy, it's been tainted and suppressed, He helped in ballot stuffing. Omu ria abano, omu nana omu jeje boxes, omu printe abanibia, no mu di akoshim. That was what he was using his uniform for. Osaya nipebia, na what they were doing is now I'll supply weapons to these thugs, military accoutrement, uniforms, and boys neshe. Time and a man way even what national security as a coordinator keke and also the now or secretariat one. He was supplying these criminals with weapons, uniforms, knives, sanyoma, soldier for any day national security for no use. This was the man now or supply these criminals these things. Some of the things are NDC for can say now or you say. He was also training these NPP thugs, the military, their training grounds. He was training them full time how to handle weapons and shoot to kill. So, as a military officer, he was still ready to make sure that 2020 and they went ahead to make sure said 2020 yenjina ayawaso West Wagon. Ayawaso West Wagon asem see ya Ghana for kasa ya na yete commission. Remember say commission with the same powers at say high court. Now commissioner yete what happened was that sa papa we your friend about commission ho. Now your friend about commission ho no. Ya toto na no oji to mu say ayawaso commission I take responsibility. Otna commission enim ka say ade na mrantie ne baba ye ebo tuo etwetwa asekan ehihye national uniform national security uniform no oje responsibility nya eyo no na edi omonim emom be committee sa atrocity no osi ono na olidi sa enkofo na omohye mask ebotuo ewo sekan ebu members of parliament no otna commission enim e ka say yes migitum eye me na me leadi sa mrantie we emom be di sa adwuma no.
My lord, the intent was not to go and be shooting at the area which was close to a polling station. The commander had a lot of discretion on what to do. But as he said earlier, he reacted to shooting from the house, which is all.
You were expecting to use guns. That's why you went armed.
Yes, my lord, because we knew they had weapons on them.
Okay. How are the people in your unit recruited? You said they are not trained to handle weapons or crowd control, but are trained to do patrols and to protect VIPs. Right?
Yes, my lord.
And I'm asking, how are they recruited? And are they trained in hand-to-hand combat or unarmed combat?
Yes, my lord. The recruitment is done through various means depending on the intelligence needs of the ministry or the secretariat. And when they are recruited, what we did for this team was to assemble a team from the CID at the police headquarters, the police operations, the BNI, ROD, and my secretariat to do vetting, which included thumb printing of all those that were recruited in 2017.
Do you do psychological profiling?
My lord, as and when we need it, we do it.
As and when you need it. So
Yes, my
when
lord.
do you know when you need it?
My lord, like what happened at Ayawaso, we will need to go into some psychological profiling by recruiting maybe a clinical psychologist to look into some of our men and how they behave.
You're a senior military officer.
Yes, my lord.
You want to do psychological profiling after the horses have bolted from the stables.
My lord, in all our security system, this has not been part of the system. It is as and when it is needed that we do some of these things.
Did you check the background of the people you were recruiting?
My lord, as I said, a team made up of the CID, the BNI, the research department, the police operations, and I also want to add that there were some informants that were also monitoring the people who were coming for the vetting, did the vetting, and I think it was done thoroughly.
So you see, they asked this man at the commission after brutalizing Kofua Ayawaso West Wagon. As we speak, a young man, they shot his leg onto me and Tibium or Ayawaso West Wagon. The life are ended. This man led these young men. Time and not odi sa boneno. This man, onwa oni. Time and not all your sad na odi boys name ko Ayawaso West Wagon no ekodi boneno. Oba commission Busan say, how do you people recruit these people? Or say, oh, omo adwuma nyina ne say, omo ye den, omo ye patrols and omo protective VIPs. Sa boys na omo sisi free card mu no. Ano makata kata omo nim, ekuta kuta tuo, ekuta kuta jan, kuta kuta sekan, ebo tuo won konfo sekan no. Ebi na ebi kuta ekuma, omo de wo obi echi no. Or say, oh, they were just recruited to patrol and to protect VIPs. Fine. And the Busan said, Nasanko Fono, any psychological checks or background on these people, or say, oh, that's the second thing. And the Busan said, Nasanko Fono, background check. When to my specific answer, I'll see your police, intelligence for military for no. The question was, do you people do background checks? Or say, oh, you were informant or monitor for no. When an informant is monitoring somebody, it does not mean the person has passed a background check. Maamini Busan, a straightforward question. Boys na no mkuta kuta tuo no. Wona lead you mo edio ba Ayawaso West Wagon be bo tuo ku nipa no. Do you do background checks on them? Wama answer. Now, the mouse story no. Now, after man way edi sa boni ni wie no. Now, we are expected to say Ekufuado will take action because he has actually opened up at the commission to say he takes full responsibility for the shootings and maiming of Ghanaians. Ayawaso West Wagon. It is a military officer. Abegina TV so Akacha Ghana for say, you know something? I take full responsibility. I take full responsibility for my actions, sir. We were all expected to say the president will take action because as a military officer, you don't use your position to lead people who are harmful to the society. Because in the first place, if these people were trained and were trained well to follow the principles and ethics of the job, I don't think they'll get down there and be slapping members of parliament, shooting at people, stabbing people, and telling people that this is just the beginning of 2020. It means these people were not trained. They were specially trained to commit murder, to kill. So for this man to just admit on TV in front of a commission that has powers the same as a high court, no be expected to say Kufuor said, this man, we should take action. What happened was, after this man admitted in front of a commission, say he has committed a crime, and to be very honest with you, as a military officer, Sankodim Nyansa, he should have resigned. You know, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo went ahead to promote this man. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo said, I don't care. You have led a group of boys to kill, to shoot, to destroy. Now the bigger one is in 2020 elections. And this man was promoted to become a brigadier general. And now you're moving in free the national security as the national security from the secretariat. And you didn't call brigadier colonel. Until right now, this guy was moved to brigadier general. Until it was a statement from Akufo-Addo to say, this is my guy I need to give me 2020 elections. And now, Mamenchiro, how this guy was promoted to be there, to that level, to lead these thugs, to kill 8 people in 2020. Yeah? On Samoko Ayawaso West Wagon. Car na boys ni use this car, it belongs to Samia Uku. Video na me bochire ono. 2020. Boys ne call Ayawaso West Wagon. Pickups now no between the black one and Samia Uku dia. Now I mention the connection. Sa Ayawaso West Wagon na boys where the pickup be buy na black one, it belongs to Samia Uku. Now I mention what there. This kennel, sa man ya and the NDC for yet nasemi. I mention the history why Akufo-Addo basically kept him there. Sami Awuku and the suggested my Akufo-Addo say, this is the guy they can use to secure the 2020 elections for him. All the boys who were used at Ayawaso West Wagon, they are boys who were recruited by Samia Uku. Brian Champon used those boys after Samia Uku basically weaponized these boys. These are boys who were working at Galamsey sites. Omuni any security background. They were not part of Ghana security. They have no training. They train them in how to kill. They train them as like assassins to go out there, and whoever tries to stop them, they should take care of that person. And during the elections, ever seen there, the Ghana military, the national security, the Ghana police, they have not been able to issue a statement to tell you and I say, this person and this person are the people we instructed to go to Techiman South to kill Ghanaians. Ever seen there, this video, the Ghana police, the Ghana military, my statement, and say, why in a suma ranty way? So after Ayawaso West Wagon, and as Samia Uku Ekache Akufo-Addo said, this is the guy. So after this guy was placed there and given that position, Samia Uku now got comfortable and brought his boys. Makacha say, boys omutu tuori nyina Samia Uku ene mo omutu Samia Uku. Brian Champo omone Samia Uku de Samia Uku ne recruit boys we nyina. And internet today he wants to go hide in parliament. And internet there wako ekuapem sita obitiso by force where we sika ediakotuno. Samia Uku recruited all these boys. Mokai say at Ayawaso West Wagon Commission, no, one guy, your friend Double, commissioner say he was investigated, he was questioned at the commission. Double was part of the men na omoba Ayawaso West Wagon ebe boat to obe chuchanko for second. This is the Double guy. Sa Double no, he is one of the guys Samia Uku used this guy. Your friend Double. And the men can say baby Samia Uku epre akonya ako parliament ekuapem no. Samia Uku ani name wa me akosi ne hene e wo sa area ho. And obi antumi nkasa oyo obebo otuo. Ochuti obekum. The same place na Samia Uku ekuapem ho na ekuapem north na opeso odi MP no. Sa Double way na o lead boys echo 2019 Ayawaso West Wagon. Echo 2020 elections ko bonko photo no. Today the same place na Samia Uku pese odi MP no. This Double wa me yesi ne hene wo ho. Now, if you want to know Samia Uku's connection, and you see sometimes, you know, I am not now. I must say, oh, Samia Uku. Obi to say Nana B. Today I heard Nana B speak. Say, NDC4 Asema Mobekaya no. The NPP will use all lawful means to safeguard the sanctity of the December 7 election. This guy called Nana B. All these boys are Samia Uku a recruit to. Nana B is also one of the guys who is sponsoring them with weapons. He's sponsoring them with cars. He's giving them money. Nana B, Samia Uku, and a software friend of Ayedian Kusibuating. These are the three people you need to be very watchful. But let me start from the top. Now make sure the connection between Samia Uku and these boys who went to Ayawaso West Wagon. And Nana B's connection to these boys. Omoko Ayawaso West Wagon Ekobo to Esaku Nipa 2020 elections nim. Into Ghana in out wa. Sanyoma who nyina boys who had the question national security. Majority of them are now at the airport. Omomutu Kwamba Abruchi, we have reported all of them to the US government. They have the list. But majority of Omomoka Ghana no, we have pictures of all of them. Oko the Ghana airport, they are there. And ebiso ewo the national security team, they are there. We know them. We know the cars they use, their car numbers, and where they live. Now, Mama Chiro, you see Samia Uku make a double na Samia Chiro no. Double no ne di Samia Uku chino. He has been Samia Uku's bodyguard for years. This is Samia Uku and Double. Double when the lady boys no on the bar Ayawaso West Wagon Commission nim ebejitu mu se na oton phones. Or say only the oton phones. Into no ya be fan wo kwan ne share the national security atade and okobo to Double ne di Samia Uku ichi no. And Ekuapem North wona Samia Uku am aye ron hene. Nobody can talk in that area. And this is the guy he's going to use Ekuapem North to win the elections because he knows to say a to abandon failure. He's never going to win. But told him said these are the same criminals he's using in killing people in Ghana. Into Samia Uku no, all these boys you are seeing now in this year press conference no. Sa Kendo no, he takes instructions for Samia Uku because as Samia Uku they introduce cinema Kufuado. See what you are seeing, the source, the bile is Samia Uku. Now boys na omudi boneno. This is Double. Double birthday. Now let me show you. Let me enlarge it. Double and the day na omoko Ayawaso West Wagon. Ako botu no. Ena na omwasi ono onwesro hono Samia Uku ena celebrated Double birthday. Samia Uku is the one who is putting these boys together from Galamsey sites. Ono na emo weapons no. Ono na our finance omo ena ojine chire at a point he gives them cars. It is always a boys who botua. The person behind it no Samia Uku. It is nobody else. It won't Double muna no me so confident. The person who is more dangerous our Ghana politics it is Samia Uku. Me say opa ochina ombra bontine no make say he knows nothing about this. Maybe chiro kakran wo hu na B Samia Uku mo boys na mo ba Ayawaso West Wagon no. They are in Ghana. We have a list of them. Where mu kan Samia Uku kan na US embassy a release statement. Samia Uku is on their radar. Samia Uku is a terrorist or dinko for chimomu botu Ghana. Into social video we na, another picture we na. Double air celebrity the birthday. Samia Uku is the boss who celebrated or put together a double birthday man. Now my show the connection. Sa Samia Uku no nam nobody and NDC executives. I'm telling you people. I'm starting from Sammy Gemfi. I've seen you, some of you people being friends with Samia Uku. You people should slow down. I'm telling you. You the NDC executives now. Most of them Samia Uku namno. Me say you people should slow down. Samia Uku can kill and laugh for you people. Or dangerous. So more executives now my imagine say, oh Samia Uku ya downfall into the boni ayenkano. I am sending a warning to you, Sammy Gemfi. I'm telling you. And those young boys, Edem Agbana money adena. Most of them di Samia Uku echi akwa the birthday party. Who Edem Agbana Parliament to crown raya. You need to start listening and respecting and understanding where you are heading. I am telling you people, this election is not about friendship. It is not about who you know. It's about saving this nation. Now, Mami Komeni na minchawa there. This is Samia Uku. Ne boys ninye. These are the boys who came to Ayawaso West Wagon. Etuo ne kuto mu nyina eye Samia Uku through Samia Uku ena eye opokumu edema samrantie we mu ne bedi bone no we mu na 2020 esasha mu soja ni police atade a obubo otuo no. And these guys are still being financed by Samia Uku. Me say, don't underestimate Samia Uku or you're dangerous. Now, my man show there. You see this? This is double. NPP event biano. Double is there. Oh yeah, an NPP thug. Okay? So some of the pictures are oh Ghana this Samia Uku. Oh yeah, one of those boys they used in killing people in 2020. He operates in the northern region. Oh, the massacre on Greeno. These are the boys they gave the weapons to. These are the people they are using. Okay? Samia Uku, he deliberately went into the forest. Omugalam says sites, no. They took these boys, they trained them, they gave them weapons, and gave them direct instructions to go out there and kill. He is a very diabolic politician. Samia Uku will bring you down. And I want you people to understand. I want you people to understand the kind of people this guy, he used to be at the national security then. So I want you to understand the say these are the boys. Oh, pictures no double na one left to one and akwana omu use no ewo northern region it will have first green light na double na shake no and this guy Samia Uku na recruit we mu nyina Samia Uku weapons 2020 elections we no say and the say yes the weapons ko be Samia Uku na instructions no. Mr. Samia Uku should come out on TV and deny not knowing any of these people. Double boys some use here nyina no Samia Uku the weapon ne pick up more no de kwaya was west wagon. Double na show no show ready no and that guy behind Samia Uku no into Opia Bontini say the same people who killed in 2020 no they are the same people who are around him. And that is how dangerous he is. And he is not backing down. Upon all the intelligence I am picking up, Samia Uku does not care. He wants to kill and maintain power because our presidential ambition. Now, Nigerian say, so ultimately, Baumia Crossia, he can use these boys to make sure we're dominating this country. Okay? This is Samia Uku. The same people. Everywhere you see Samia Uku, you will see the boys who killed Ghanaians in election 2020. Everywhere you see Samia Uku. Ebimo Airport, we have their pictures. We will unveil all of them. Ebimo National Security. Ebimo US who are willing to talk to the government. Samia Uku or a dangerous politician. Don't underestimate election way, says Samia Ukumo, the Omuye no Mujai. That is why alternative Swa. Ubusane say a better than about me winning election or so. Yeah, the idea, yeah, the strategy be winning. It is killing. That's all. Intimidation. He has led them to get a lot of weapons. This guy controls a lot of illegal weapons in Ghana. In 2000 say, oh, and about me better than we winning. On Kamibia also, we will use strategy to win. We have a strategy and to kill, to intimidate. They have a list of boys they are going to spread across the nation to go. Saturday, Mobusianfo ewu bebramu wu asantebe mu anka sewia ne afare betuma agemo. Central Market eja tomu. Asensu bu akini NPP for they did not care about sitting there. Otumfo said in 2000 say oh na baomia be den we wini onka bibia also we will use strategy to win. We have a strategy to kill, to intimidate. They have a list of boys they are going to spread across the nation to go and fire guns at NDC strongholds. That is his plan. And Nitina Busan say, oh, a bad day in the also with strategy or mal figure or mal bibia, baomia policy cron can want them because they are weaponizing these boys again. And this time they are making them think sell metuma kunipa from Mwedi. And the person behind this is Samia Uku. Now, Mama Chawadi, you see, guy now aboard Sam George Asumuno on a mama kini green wasiano. Sam George, Ayawaso West Wagon. This is the guy who slapped Sam George Akwawi and the boss Sam George Asumuno. And I'll catch the Ghana for say, oh, this is just the beginning. This was the guy who slapped Sam George. Oh, Ayawaso West Wagon. He's in Ghana. Who shares our video? No, Akwana or boss Sam George Asumuno. It was this guy. And the group no these are the guys Ayawaso West Wagon ebe boat no Akwana Yamaki no green no he is the guy who slapped Sam George. He's going to be part of the group they are training them, they are giving them weapons, they have given them some idea so they can kill, but the monitoring on these people, and it's the US when release that statement, most of these people wasted. If they don't take care, they will be wasted by the Ghanaian people. And these people, we live with them in our communities. We know their wives, we know their children, we know their mothers. Yababa list of phone TV so answer yakotwaba. Yababa list a dan omudamu TV so answer yakotwaba. Because you see, se nipa ba ko ho kra these people they have to be killed. Se nipa ba ko ho ka. Samia Uku is the one sponsoring these boys. Samia Uku, nobody else. Yeah, can the panel boy Sam George Asuna and then in the picture it is this guy. He's the one who slapped Sam George. And he's not going to go scot-free. And in somebody this is the guy who slapped Sam George. And in the NPP cannot give you an exact percentage. They cannot give you a number. And intina Baomiama can be to the team. Samia Wukwa can be to the team. You will kill for you to be president. In Tubusamwa, we will win. No. The idea then say they still have these boys who killed, who believe say they still have weapons. So they are going to kill more. That is their only strategy left. And on Aka. It is because people are now monitoring them. And I can tell you, all these guys, there are people watching them. The smallest mistake they'll make, So most of them will die before the elections. People are on the street, people are angry. These people, they committed a crime. They murdered people and they are still walking on the street, going to their wives, going to their girlfriends, seeing their mothers live. But omo kunko forma. Now, my mention the kudientia ende eye obi to say eye the Nana B be a press conference and okay come kwasi because he is also part. These boys, what happens in the say Nana B is here obia omo ye sadie no. He was introduced to these boys, and some of them, Ashanti regional, they are there protecting Nana B. Into Nana B, say he's so protected to the point of into elections, all that they are left with is to intimidate Ghanaians, shoot around, and run with the ballot boxes. They are still relying on these people. Nana B, this is Nana B, and these are the same guys, sir. Samia Ukumo AUZ, you see Nana B. These are the guys Kumasi Delta Force Judge BT the case swa sanko for the bowura hwa omokobo judge pregnant woman no ekotwe omkofo Nana B. They are the ones who are protecting Nana B in the Ashanti region. Nana B, you see the boys almost surrounding, no? These are the boys they used in election 2020. Boys way and na omu use yomo. You see, these are the same guys. Wemu eneko Kumasi ana ye ka Delta Force Abrante bi ho asema omu wura ho ajaja na onye opemfo omko bu ne na omko yi omu nipa besi nne yen kan ho asem no. These are the boys, and these are the boys and Nana B mo are relying on because omu no mo weaponize omu we mo no they are Galamsey boys in the Ashanti region, Western region, and this is where they keep them. They release them on election day for them to come and kill. And the so Nana B no abegina catch us say we will win the elections, we do sign your way. These are the boys they have recruited into the national security. They have no portfolio. All that they do is they give them weapons. And Colonel Opokuno and did the uniform no lead you. In this one person who Volta regional. Colonel Opokuno at the front. Now boys we go kamu. Yes, oh I'm a colonel. No the room no quite damage. Before election 2020, boys now mo call Western Togoland no Volta region called Bunko for no sa colonel no Nana B mu the leading no ko esa no. They make the colonel wear the uniform. They will enter. They will take boxes. So I can only call for the card. Obi and check omo. Now the boxes in the raw region. Into the raw region, no cause chaos. No, all cause chaos is a normal swap boxes. No, and no been a normal Ashanti region. And that is what they are planning to do this time in the Ashanti region. Now, my man Chiramo, boy, way your friend Kojo. This is Nana B's bodyguard. Omo mu bo towards Techiman South no kan. Kojo Bamba. Omo bo eye etuo ewo Techiman South no boy we no kan. Ono na ya mark ni tiri ho green no. A very very radical boy. We mu ne kunkofo 2020 no. We Nana B bodyguard today as we speak. These are the boys they are preparing. They give them weapons. They allow them to kill. They don't question them. We know all of them, their properties. After 2020, Edaya, Nana B, Mo, and Samia Ukutoma, Omunina, we know all those houses. Cars are Omuyuzi, all their number plates. We have all those cars. You see, we have been monitoring these people, and with the collaboration of some international security, we have been able to fish out all these people. And you see, we all have to come together as a people. Sabwe we no kan omo mkobo tuo ewo Techiman South no kan ho. Ashanti region elections no enkofo no mko chaos Ashanti region and Nana B bodyguard onie. Me say omo properties or East Legon. Omo properties yeah the property but the thing in about chiremo edanya after 2020 ye toma omo nyina. We have all of it. They are living in those houses now. The cars they are driving, we have all of those cars. Enti mo NDC fo na mo ne Samia Wuku eya namfo na odi nkwase asem a mo kasa I'm telling you Sami Jemfi. Say Samia Wuku is so be protecting there, then be careful in your political career. Yeah. Today I saw you talk on Joy, I saw you talk on Onia. You never directly address Samia Wuku. You were beating around the bush. You know that Samia Wuku is involved in these killings. You know that Samia Wuku is the person behind this. Samia Jemfi, you know. Do not try and protect anybody in Ghana. The people who are dying in Ghana, no. So if you people are going to shield people, then we are all going to make sure, say, everybody's exposed. Nobody is going to be shielded here. Because and these things are going on because some NDC people are shielding some NPP guys. John Mahama is not going to take this nonsense again. John Mahama is not going to take this foolish friendship government again. John Mahama means business now. John Mahama means business. It is why you people will go down before your NPP friends go down. It's a fact. I'm telling you people. And we are not going to miss words from today. Now, you see this guy. These are the guys they used. 2020 killings, these are the people they used in killing Ghanaians. Maybe you bet some hardcore evidence. You see these guys, Sa Akwawe and Ananabi use yomo, and anything an agent say they can kill again, win the elections. Missy we mu properties in yeni baby omoda, esunia omoda so, ema omoni omoda. Every single thing they acquired after 2020 killings, all the properties that were given to them, we know every one of them, and we know where they hang out, what they drink, and what they eat. We are showing Ghanaians first because we know who to go after. And until the yes idea way, the US government has released a statement. They have also done their checks. They know that these people are in the system. And that is what the NPP government, Samia Wuku and Abimu, want to use them for. Into Ghana for the ABC. They are going to send these people out on election day. We should be ready. They are going to give them guns. Kenelo Pokumo, Samia Wukumo, they have brought in guns. They are going to give these boys weapons for the Ghana military and the Ghana police service. They are going to put uniforms on them to go out there to kill because they don't want to go to jail. All these things I'm showing you, Nanabi Nimnina, he knows. Now, Mamen show idea waha. Make sure the group now that Nanabi a use you. You see this guy? This is the guy Ayawaso West Wagon. This guy was part of those who went to kill people at Techiman South. He was part of those who went to Ayawaso West Wagon. We know where he lives, the property he acquired, and all that has been given to him. We know him. We are going to come give you their mothers' faces. We want the world to know. Because these people, they have murdered Ghanaians. And the NPP, Samia Wuku, Nanabi, they are the ones funding these people. Samia Wuku is the person funding these people. It cannot end this before can ask no. Samia Wuku na introduce Ken no Kufuado. And now Kache Kufuado say, you trusted me in 2012, 2016. You have to trust me again. These are the people I use for you. Because 2016, they use these boys. And Kufuado Moka says Samia Wuku should go ahead and do this. Wait, and so no can on a kuta to no pistol no. Omamoba Ayawaso West Wagon. This guy was part of them. I mentioned what there. These are the same people you can see. These are the guys they sent to Ayawaso West Wagon. These are the same guys they gave weapons to. Omukobo too. And it's not the Biabibusa will say, say Ghana military, the hierarchy, second away onim de see say IGP enim de see ya. Then for 4 years, yen to me on mask police for the soldier for Bobo 2020. Why haven't they done that? Because people died. Why hasn't the Ghana Police Service released a statement to say these were our men or they went our men? I didn't think Ghana Police into me. I didn't think the military and to me releasing statement to say those guys who were in the military uniform are not our men or are our men and they were under the command of Asimisi or Asimisi. Why do you think for 4 years we have not heard anything from these two agencies? Because what happened in the say Samia Ukumo Nanabi Mono omo weaponize boys way and omo de Ghana military ni Ghana police atade shobo. Now when the Ghana Police Service comes out to say onim boys we are, then who actually sent them there is a big question. Now, so the Ghana Police Babon Tinebeka say he knows or they know the boys are. Let us know who was commanding them to do what they did. Now, Damparene Ghana Police Service will have to prove to us that legitimately these are real people and this is their background and this is the commander they were working under. So Ghana military bejitum se boys way and now military for no mobotu no omo yomo call for then they will have to prove to us unmasking them for us to know say commander when the mass instructions no mobotu. So so because these are not their boys then who gave them the uniform at police stations to be shooting? That is why the military and the police are stuck, because they know the military and the police, they know these men were men Samia Wuku and the NPP government weaponized to kill Ghanaians. You know, say, all the killings that happened in 2020 elections, Bawumia, Yebusa, no, or say, he doesn't know. Messiah, pull that video for me. Unim say Ekufuado has not commented on ayawaso and the 2020 killings Akufo-Addo can't want some missing there. He has not made a statement. Do you know? Only say Akufo-Addo, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the president, and the Bawumia, they have not commented on the issue thoroughly. Bawumia Kurano, Yebusa and Wasem no, he ran away from it. Or see Onimupo se president Aka Wasem and as on Kan Wasem. When Bawumia met the press recently, Omubusa and say, na 2020 nipa no mu no, yente sama ka o se o, onukura onya sure se president Aka Wasem and as on Kan Wasem. That is what Bawumia said. Besides, put that video for me. You have a president and a vice. Yaboni pan watchituo during elections. President Nenka Wasemesi ne. The vice president, who is the head of the police council, has refused to speak on it. You tell me to give Ghana to Bawumia. Are you mad? Oh, you're hini na uti apatase. Now catch Ghana for say yemfa to me ma Bawumia we kwasia. Yes, unimu nyansa. We are suffer. Now ujina asori enim. Now from all these things you are seeing. Na osi entam to me some from NPP a oya sofo kwasia unimu nyansa. Na empire nene oman na yenchichiri ni ye na wote ase ese unimu nyansa wejimi. Oya ohene na wote akonwam ka kire me se yen samtam to me ma sa nipa we ya mo na omo sandi Ghana so abra mo di Ghana so mfie nwotwe mfie na ya bonipa wotwe tuo president na oteso ne party nka ho asem. Na wo hene kwasia na wote wo no wo baba na wo baba ma ne bo ni 2020 ka do kwasia betena be ka kire se yento abama Bawumia o yo hene kwasia unnim nyansa nipa na wodi omoso no so mo bo tuo kun wagimi because oman na wotim no penyini na wo ye no na eson faso ne den na mo sori a yembu mpenifo mo hwe man ne so no se penyini bu na odi wo so na ya bo nua tuo na o se onka ho asem a sa penyini no obu kra obu nipa ban into wo yo hene na wo ye sofo na ende wo ti apakan ase wo ti apakan mu wo ti tent ase wo ti asori dem e de wo kwase atene won sase wo bom pa ya ma NPP se NPP metoa sa de we so a wo ye sofo kwase ampanyin unnim nyansa wagimi na sa na abrochire America ni UK fo no ye na ka kwase anka mama mo ma kwa school abrochire so mo metra ho mumu bi mpenifo no mo agimi mo kan wona politicians we ku Ghana fo because mo asofo ni bi ni ahemfo no mo ye nkwasiafo mo agimi because you have allowed these people. We sit in a country where a president of a republic, your body pound what you during an election, you know, he has not spoken. Now I him from kwasiafo ni bi to wo air so na aban so say yan santam to me. Sometimes I am painful to be here. Bibi. These boys, they are all under FBI surveillance. All the things I've shown you, they are all under surveillance. Now, election 2024, baby, I was a Ghana for Obia Niko. And now, what they are going to do, when Obi to say, Sofone friend Kusibuatino, he is going to lead their ballots and gun supplies in the Ashanti region. Tie. Sa election way, the NPP needs 200,000 votes. They just need that to do something. Now, where they have targeted Ashanti region, Ahafo region, and Bono region. These are the three places the NPP they have targeted. Now, almost 200,000. Almost two votes so. Now, Kusibuating ni fie ene chema untumi na the same area Kumasi. That is a fear or the amount say they should go and put weapons and ballot boxes ewo. Sa sofoni efe no Kusi Boateng no. Sa election where ekoso no. In the Ashanti region, I am telling you what you don't know. And I'm giving you intel. That intel. Omo head of security outside Ghana enim. Kusi Boateng no nam hono. The fear ewo Kumasi. That is the new place they are thinking of hoarding ballot boxes and hoarding guns. Now, the NPP target for this election is Ahafo, Bono, and Ashanti region. These three regions, that is where they want to bring almost tax more to suppress the vote. Now, with the Ashanti region, almost the tax will be intimidating NDC4. They are going to bring these boys in there. Their main aim is to scare people so that they can stuff ballot boxes. Their main aim is to scare people, put fear in people so that they can have their way. Kusi Boateng is a dangerous man, and this for with security and your intelligence, do not leave this guy. On say and there, Baumia campaign no jina stage. Right now, he's telling you people say he's a politician. Diamond ni gold na owiano. Sa sent you oil na or say ononkwane company. Yaman a tax waiver of $160 million. Sa Kusi Boateng no nam also a sofunu or a dangerous guy. And I want to tell Ghanaians, maybe some catch bibiche Ghana for. Sanko for we. Ye ni omo dealing the same way because of power. Kusi Boateng ma menchira the other dada Baumia. Debi okache Baumia say oni na share Kenya president ne nkomoma ni wini ye. Owie na okache Baumia say o share George Weah nkomba George Weah endi ne nsamo so ntina George Weah wi eluzi ye. Wakasa asem na ato eye Baumia trim. Eti Baumia dwen say Kusi Boateng eye powerful. Mame chire mu nchire wo wakato Baumia trim say oshenkom ena ema Kenya sa akwana owini presidency wo hono ewini ye and some other African country bi na eye George Weah na oshenkom say George Weah be wini na George Weah lose ye no ono Kusi Boateng ka chire Baumia say oma eye George Weah kwanchire bia George Weah endi so into no lose ye but he should trust him say washe Kenya nini nkoma na wini there definitely obama na wini election way and nitina Baumia all the decisions he's taking mama cho bibi when was the last time you saw a general secretary of the NPP follow this campaign? When was the last time you saw him? When was the last time? JFK Kachere Baumia and Kusi Boateng said the NPP can never break the 8. The party has collapsed and that all the evil things they want to do, they should think of it because wayebi ema amwo mu 2020 no can 2020 dia no ho and omuku nipa and that he is saying they cannot win. That is why the general secretary of the NPP today you don't see him on any campaign platform or supported by Baumia. Have you seen him? Yes, but you see Kusi Boateng is telling him keep on, I know what I'm doing. Kusi Boateng is a cunning man, very dangerous guy. And behind the scenes, he is collaborating with Samia Uku. They are getting weapons and giving these boys to prepare them for the elections. And until Tibijina says, Baumia will win by 50.9. Obwa. He's lying. He has no knowledge about the elections. But you see, because of his greed, because he thinks to say, why are canning to go international, he can use anything about Baumia embuchi fimamo. In this West Stadia, Baumia are offering who say a Muslim. And Kenyan is the first Muslim president. There's nothing about him except a Muslim. Haven't you seen it? This is the time Ghanaians were supposed to see the Muslim in Baumia. But Kusi Boateng cut to the team say, "Mama, I respect the chief imam," and that Onu Kusi Boateng being the president. And this West Stadia, Baumia, he does not give a heck about the Muslim community and the clergy. Omia Nkribu for cleric. No. Baumia does not respect the chief imam the way he respects Kusi Boateng. Ebia won't take it time and analyze the NPP campaign. When was the last time you saw the chairman fully campaign for Baumia? No. When was the last time you saw the general secretary fully campaign for Bawumia? No. Go to the NDC. Asiedun Ketia is everywhere campaigning. Fifi Kwete is everywhere campaigning. The president to be, John Mahama. When was the last time you saw the chairman of the NPP and the general secretary follow Bawumia anywhere? No. Because JFK Kachira Bawumia say they have done all their calculations. They cannot win the elections. And na Kusibuati Kachira Bawumia say, Meme Koshe Kenya Nini Nkom. The reason why Kusibuati etumi penetrate into the Kenyan president in the family, say he used the Kenyan president's wife. Until he went through the wife by making sure say emano they are easy to access when it comes to religion. Until Osheda go through ne yireno through prophecy and odinya contact to the president. Tie, I'm giving you intel you have no knowledge about. Kusibuati or a cannon or one of the most cunning animals on this planet. How he ended up in the house of the Kenyan president na mechirono. The Oye and say he actually made somebody. He tried everything and entered the church. A Kenyan president no was no neyire. Ede echo. And of finding way be a same amen come. Inti Oshe lady nkom no. And a lady no kokachire no kunu say, hey, this man of God is there, is powerful. Inti through eno no dube wura akwane campaign mu. And a steady politics, you know, the dynamics. At that point, the guy was in a pole position to win the elections. And a Kusibuating a say akwane nkom so be win elections no. Because on a political pastor. Into akwane win elections no they can receive him. And oba fie be catch about Bawumia say ono and the ma akwane win here and oka say upon we be win and upon we are losing here. Upon we are losing and oba catch am say oka nsem bi kire upon we are endi so. Bawumia being so foolish, he has grasped on that word that Kusibuating can make him win. Into right now no Kusibuating chema wuntumi Samia Wukumu no, they have connived, they have come together to make sure they send a lot of ballot boxes and weapons to the Ashanti region. And anytime a say Kusibuating dine wo Kumasi na any chema wuntumi the same area no, check that house. Now, I want to so you're gardening now, you're smarter. You just sit back and ask yourself, say, now Bawumia campaign we one amuni DHC. The core NPP is not with Bawumia, but the people who are doing the diabolic job now, elections, no, haven't you seen it? Asama Mekacha Ghana Fonde, the information that we have gathered on these young men, and I can tell you on authority, the international community, especially the US government, all these boys, they have it. I know now say, and then the US government a release statement that catches say elections we ni pepi person say no. What will make them do that? It is because they have done their investigations. They have come to a conclusion that there are people in power with authority. They are in 2020, no, they are ready to do it again in 2024. It is a democratic nation. We are a democratic nation. They cannot come and tell us what to do, but they can tell you that as far as they have an embassy in Ghana, they at least can protect the democracy. Soldiers, police, but you people should be cautious. That's what they are telling you. They cannot interfere in your elections, but they can advise you how to protect your democracy. And through that, the resources they have, the communication intelligence they have, the surveillance they have, and what they know before they speak. The US Embassy does not just speak. It only speaks when it has intelligence and facts to base it. It don't just sit there and see that statement. It is because the people in power are bringing in too much weapons. They are weaponizing these boys again. And we all have taps on these boys. These are murderers. This election is between Ghana and NPP. Forget about the NDC. Tuma NDC. net to tier NPP, it is very critical. There's no negotiation in this. You don't have to negotiate. You don't have to think about it twice. So open peace of mind. Open Ghana na de bia person utinemu akumatoma to abanitia NPP or else you lose that Ghana. I'm telling you today. Hey, so one to ama John Mahama. So one to ama onene MPs. No more full authority or parliament. And we need parliament about 80%. But democracy is gone. They own say UK ambassador no so bekaye. Ono say can the same thing achire mo. Omo say oh omo pia bontene no. Omo ko tietie mu no. Omo hu say election no nipa bia boma omo boa omo kan diplomatically achire. Omo nim say na ebekọ so. They are sending the message to you people. Now you don't be Ghana for the Jimmy. We don't listen. You mumu Ghana for the do ye Jimmy. Ye ntie. Obi mekan chire say o ma me control man say no so di watem abrofo ne ka kire mo say ma ban we ye dangerous muntunti aban no ye busa Mahamudu Bawumia say election 2020 killings as a vice president and the head of the Ghana Police Council, we are asking you a question. What do you have to say? Muntie de Bawumia kan. Thank you, Mr. S. Thank you, team. This is what Bawumia said.
Let's go through it. I think there was a question that 8 people died in the 2020 election, and the president or me, we have not commented on it. I'm not quite sure whether the president has commented or not, but any time we lose a life on it, I'm not quite sure whether the president has commented or not, but any time people died in the 2020, there was a question that 8 people died in the 2020 election, and the president or me, we have not commented on it. I'm not quite sure whether the president has commented or not. There was a question that 8 people died in the 2020 election, and the president or me, we have not commented on it. I'm not quite sure whether the president has commented or not, but any time we lose a life, there was a question that 8 people died in the 2020 election, and the president or me, we have not commented on it. I'm not quite sure whether the president has commented.
Yebusan said 2020 killings. No, you know, can say he's not sure whether the president has commented on it or not. The vice president, after 4 years, we are asking you the 2020 killings, Nipa 8. What do you say? I say he's not sure whether the president has commented on it or not, and he's not going to give you an answer. This guy heads the police council. Mahamudu Bawumia, he heads the police council. He wants to lead Ghana. 8 people were shot in 2020 to keep Ekufuor in power. We are asking him, or say he's not even sure whether the president has commented on it. What about himself? You see how dangerous this Bawumia is. He cannot give you a direct answer because Bawumia has stayed away from PDS. He has stayed away from the 2020 killers because he knows what they did for him. And these are the same people he's thinking of using. These are the same boys because Samuel Awuku has assured him. Samuel Awuku, baby, obi armon kancha say the life is short power. Sadia na odwin so betuma tam tu amankofo bobobutu no. Obi mfa no ho nche no because he needs to be very careful about what the things he does. He needs to be very careful. Sana and the bought a double. What I could see hene and now what call equipment na uta tank for her. Mama can't see me show. On San and say a Jacomo Castle of a campaign about Bawumia B24 said yen. And I'm a boy. What would somebody about me HBM? Or a campaign bear to be or call at a force in constituency. We are also a jai. Because I want to add into a jacon. Nancy Amka say, "Oh my bet B24. When one more baby somewhere campaign about Bawumia BM." Kennedy Japan, what is say we did Mahama Temubium? What? Kennedy Japan na Delta Force tags press conference ba TV so be catch say Kennedy na support ye Kennedy Japan ono na ma instructions ma Delta Force for no ewo Kumase ewura court war after Samia Ukuma weapons no Kennedy Japan na oye the head. My watch came off. Kennedy Japan na the head. Japan showed me watch. This is a Ted Baker. This is a Ted Baker. It just came off. This is a gift from my wife on my birthday. It's a Ted Baker watch. The boy didn't power. And it just came off. I don't know how I broke it. And yes, I'm so granny. This was gotten to me for me on my birthday. All right, so Kennedy Japan na or na first no or handle all these people. What is a Kennedy beer and what did Mahama Tem? What? When was the last time I said Kennedy did Mahama Tem? It should tell you something. Kennedy Japan. Now when I say we just say I guess Mahama or your phone Mahama did the Tem or did Kennedy or did Mahama a few years ago? What is a Kennedy beer and what did Mahama Tem? Me we saw a simple question. What is second day akogina stage baby akasa Mahama kwasia we first to meet na radio so Mahama yakwasia Mahama Jimmy for Mahama what is second day gina baby didi Mahama tem after 2020 what be onim de eba onye so we Jimmy onye so ya boa onye so o Jimmy for no onim said they will lose the elections onim said power is going to Mahama onim said he has committed a lot of crimes he is trying to play safe. Intend the original stage Mamuntuma NDC Montuma NPP ne betuma toaso ade chia guys about me Jimmy for he knows and he's being very careful in his statements. Intend mo be Samia ukunu na bi mo a mo je say boys we echi akoto tuo say omonkoku Ghana for 2024 na mo yam sere Samia uku we know where your house is e dan wa tora brochi enim ni nyina enim address ni nyina. We know where your wife she is. We know your kids. We will place everybody on the screen before elections. Obia. Before election 2024, the night before, make sure Obia see the GPS address. We will all live in this thing together. Obia ba emfa hundi. Ye nyina ya babewu. Kennedy Japan Twitter TV so every minute before 2020 and 2020 every single minute no di Mahama Tem what is say we di Mahama Tem biem da ben out is Kennedy Atena TV so we gina stage e di Mahama Tem what be that no you know why he knows
me where kwasia pa no e nyonko ba minim say Mahama e Jimmy Forcer you are fool o pa trabiem me say wo mo shi obia maketa Mahama chen hom situo I don't know if I'm going to organize it. I feel my dad who need Beblo Latte, any Asian Ketia, any Akamba, any Baba Jama, send you 5 weeks. May say any band anywhere in the country, Mahama never shoot you. I don't remember any Ghana now. What is going on? Mahama is Jimmy Fuagasa, Kwasiakwa, who Cromfua, what we are Ghana, Sikawu, Akufuadu, you're nice. Akufuadu, you're nice, who Cromfosa. What is what
is so did Mahama Tembium? More NPP. This was right after election 2020. Where to election 2020 we on. Da ben ati sekede Japan bi na no di Mahama Tem. Osuro yem hwehwe because one after election 2024 only diplomatic passport biom onye MP. Tie after election 2024 Kennedy Japan only diplomatic passport biom me so me twen wo krom ha I was say okono apply for normal visa to come to the States. It does not have that parliamentary immunity only biem wan hu sa nyoma we nyina anything na why na adwene say after 2024 election obesa contest the presidency ohia a protection and he knows say now he does not have the protection on him say in the next 9-10 days he's done into him he's staying away from confronting Mahama or saying anything for Mahama to get pissed off. Almost 3 baby no me dangerous. I'm telling you. Into the ben na wokwasiana wodi NPP chino otiti TV so titi social media di Mahama atem no the ben na woti second dey di Mahama atem. When was the last time you heard that? Ana mo Jimmy mo ndwene. And into politicians in Africa, they play you people. Okeka sansem we nyina wie no afei otena si hu say no immunity na ekuta no ekọ Canada Japan, his green card has been taken from him. Only green card. That ne resident permit no yaje. Sa diplomatic passport no after 7th of this January 2025. Enye juma mani biem because he's not going back to parliament. Canada Japan does not have parliamentary immunity or to say. And he knows the president will be John Mahama. He knows he will need favors. He knows he will need protection. Eto kwasiana woto wana o ka say ye de enti Mahama aboa Canada Japan kura bread ho ase why say kraman na ben na wote say Canada di John Mahama tem da ben kura na wote say NPP fo ankasa omo amoso omo ye NPP for obi atra radio so ase Mahama kwasia da ben na wote say asem ni bi they can't because omo politics omo nim so mo lose power no da ben na wote say Samira pele edi Mahama tem biem what is Samira being an waka Mahama is incompetent what be that that word has disappeared. What is about Umiana Ankasa? Ejina stage Akasa Mahama is incompetent. Have you heard some before? But Umian knows he's not going to win the elections. But Mumu Binimwe Jimmy, they play you, Omu Yusumo. They know where power is going. So a soccer player or a football player. Now in a game now be lose, you know. I'm telling you, from the whistle, the first whistle, if you know you will lose, you know. But you know something? There are people in the stands watching you. There are people who paid to watch you. So you need to do your job. Even though you know you lose, you need to be in there. And that is what Bawumia Dems are doing to you. Mr. When was the last time you heard it said Samira Bo Muhammadin or any of the interviews? Have you heard it before? And then Samira on did Muhammad and Lodina Temno. Or did this Mahama Lodina Tem everywhere? When was the last time you heard said Samira Biranaka say ex-president Mahama? On to me ponka Osro. She's scared. She knows what can happen. Make sure Ghana and you know the way they are playing you. NPP for somewhere Jimmy. A whole political party general secretary is not part of a campaign. You are sitting there say, me Jimmy Timafuba say Dichire. Where Jimmy? They are telling you, they are giving you signals say, don't follow this guy. There's nothing in here. Sikaka krana when you keep it because people are going to suffer. Boys mean boys. Amanfo meaning amanfo. Even in the NPP, people mean people in the NPP. Me na me catch you. The way NPP for meaning NPP for no, and this for krampo meaning almost you'll be shocked. Eh? Power Dania, you'll be shocked the things you will hear in Ghana. Me say. Power Dania, you people will open your mouth and say, damn, a mistake near Toma Baumia. Me say power sasa. What I can do every day for you to understand and say, you are a Ghanaian, you need to be smart. This election is different. When was the last time an NPP flag bearer went to campaign in the Ashanti region for 16 days? That been our TB. Now the Danko Kufuor no or yes super desperate. Politics more Ghana. In 2012, 13, 14, 15, he never spent 10 days in the Ashanti region. I had the stronghold of the NPP. That been our TB say a politician who is a flag bearer of a political party, the stronghold with these 16 days. What to be that? There's a problem somewhere. They are fooling you people, and they know say they have guns, and the guns will do the job for them. Anytime I catch up say this election, Kusibuating, Samia Uku, Nana Bimo, Brian Champon, Sa Kendall, no, you people have to be very, especially Kusibuating. On the targeter, our person will use because nobody is going to think that Kusibuating will be transporting ballot boxes. Kusibuating will be using his house to hoard weapons. That is the guy they will be using. Kusibuating. His house in Kumasi Any chairman want to know the same area. I can get you the name right now. And that is where they are planning. And there are some other 2 houses in Kumasi. He wants to use that. Guys, surveillance should be 24/7 on election day. Chairman want to me nekura na mujina so. Kusibu ati ni na mujina so. All of these guys, their properties, be there, sit there with them and watch them. Obi urem no pie. Make sure what they are taking in out of the house. Eh? And I know there are hot spots, hot houses that have been marked. America for the day, you move to my yama no. A bear or move to me buachiremo no buachiremo no. Somewhere Jimmy, now the 2 man kwasiafo ya, your democracy will be gone. Now, you see, and I know, say in Kumasi, all these houses are make a church. I want to me fie, kusibuati fie. You people are supposed to mount tents in front of those houses and sit there. Yeah, mount tents. Samia ukuya in 2016. Omo mount tent, no. Omo homes, yay! Where Korea they were? Where? Stay with them. Close marking. Omo to me foco. Be prepared. Be prepared because they have weapons. Samia Uku has given them weapons. Ghana military weapons. And Samia Uku is the one leading this. Where Ghana near, you need to be smart, hey? Every day you better kasa, every day you better church in semu. Where it's getting to know, it is dangerous. Hey? Imagine say, a whole NPP are a stronghold of the NPP, Ashanti region are a stronghold of the NPP. Imagine say, the party came to Ashanti region, it could not boast of one monumental project for 16 days. Oya Santini be mate semi. Oya Santini ba te semi awhweme. Oya Santini ompema se Matthias here. Kevin Taylor did I don't care because I don't care about you. But so unim nyansa cheme a. Mo a mo se munim nyansa cheme na. Mo de mo ya santifo na ye de nyansa edwaremo no. Party a wato abama no from 1996 be sin there. Or sa petumi. Wabetna the flag bearer betna asantimemu 16 days. Wanantie kurasini asantiman ekrum nyina wentuma nka one monumental project a waye edisi sama brabo mene wo hwana ejimi enti sa party no eka chose sakosa line election day na tuma no efri say ya wutuma ohun se wejimi. Because you see, when you see things like this, Nana do Danko Ekufuado yeso my den wako one edien asenso boache sorry asenso boache ayeden akọ nkran one Ekufuado omakọ eden omakọ commission a project aye wie ya eyedien yesi eye fly over asenso boache asantini ba NPP asantifo ene to abadodo ma Ekufuado be ye president. Asensubuachi ye twane fruma e wa santimemu. Asensubuachi aba enkran esa e boro ho samrane adentira wa bankran abeye project. Asantini de hia na ne maame ton emo ne abenkwan. A ose oye MP e wo bantama. Wentimi anye ade bia ma santiman kejetia Central Market Phase 2 eye aswame eye sewia afari 8 years asensubuachi oya santini ba be minister and o tinkran o jedien o sa o jideni adentira MPP na ese de twa santifo afuruma no MPP na ese eye otumfo dia no sa MPP na enunti asantifo bi sinipe bi kwasea no MPP na kosi overpass akoye fly over e won kran e ma asensubuachi ashet up and down kaki atwepim policeman tutuetuom esa na wotia santimemu enya wo ya anya wo ferie ubetume dibini na say at that point no so we are santinia na saade we enhawa ubetume dibini because party na ye tu mu ye de twa ye fruma ye ya asantefo no na ase kire sen na party na wodi akire no na sebio eye nyansa ben na wodi di party na chi. These are real stuff. Do not get angry. These are things monje. Santini ba ade we onfere ade ntina nkranfo nkancha santifo de bi se mu yenkurasefo we soro osemi asantini de hye me di NPP chi NPP de wo me yesade tumi ni ma no wabankran be project ahye pimpinis abom aboso ne tutuatuamu sepo na wahye tankasefo che kurasini abakrom so amenegu ho no afare negu ho no Saturday mu bekọ yie adentira mu hu abusuafo bebre ewu a eye avoidable anke betuma agemo eye kumewu enegu no afare ene sewia Saturday mu abusuafo ewu bebre amu asantebe mu anka sewia ne afare betuma agemo Central Market eja tomu asenso bu achi NPP for they did not care ebesin there otumfo say tutu se opesika ye konfo no che enkwasiafo we nyire nti o mabankra be project ahyeche eman kranfo bokiti hia omo enu tia me ka kire so ya santini na wo me ka no kura na kire na wo time ya wo sa santini no wagimi na party na wodi ekire no wodi ekire se de en ede na abara wo to ye no ede na wonya we ya modi hie o we ya modi hie prakope o e bantima ni abrantie hwe kumasini abrantie hwe asasebo ache ne konse kokohwede asasebo ache wa se chobi wono asantini ba wobu mu kwasea wabankra be hu ajantrafo ohumu se mu yenkurasefo enne na de bia me ka kire na mubu ofu asansebo achi na ma meton dokono oton emo ni abenkwan asansebo achi so ekumasini abrantie ohumu kumasefo bantama se mu yenkurasefo because election ba mumududo mo be sala ise nwan no wia na ode sika na bankra be overhead fly over enti almost steady mu ehu se mo gari na mo pe gele mope emu konku enitina na potumi gina state ka se mo ma t-shirt na t-shirt na kire because ohun se sebio mo mudodo ni nim nyansa mo be primpuntuo asante mpa de pa ye ka no kire kire na mo bu ofu ye ka mo nim a mo se edi matem enitina mo nana no endo mo won kran edi djuma man kranfo a mo ti mo fi mu wadwa ubu ofu enti Kevin Taylor anya den ubu fu na mahase na ebasoro na wo charge me hu sa ubu fu a na machacha ni ebasoro chacha ne yesei hwe udi nkwase asa na me kirekire mu a wo so ubu ofu intimi nya dan minjai obodam abana woto na wo se ehon sunsanso eden eboa wo wabegina nkran wahye up and down waboso abaso ataite aboko set de nufu ne tutuetuem wasa hyeche ena wakekire ase wabakrom aha na ban kotoka ufiri ha woko Germany ukuro mo ebe airport abrochire trotro kra nsi ho omo dada mo minuanom omo hu musem wagimi. I am telling you. He I have 10 days ni akoto aba obo do ma be ye omo tu sike gumu so na mu pie se nkokọ ombeba momba mumpie ye asantefuo ye na dabio anything na ndekofo ma interviewer omo pese omo di ginger asantefuo because ende no asantefuo dodo ne hunyansa omo nya bibia njinja omo nti omo soma mpreko nan so omo ko gina kufuo nim na kufuo nka bibi ne njinja asantefuo na ayi asantefuo omo gimi oyisa asantefuo omo ye bidie ka na dabia ye start ya tenyenye ne njinja omo asantefuo ne bi nim nyansa ye papa kufuo free aban mu enkran no te ono so fere se obeba kumase na obe yie ono so hu kumase se mu ye nkurasefo eni ntina owie presidency na okotena pepo no so eho na mfrema ne ye nya galamse oho eho na wugina soro a hu se ewiase abrabo no wabo eho na nibiefo ba eho na serene ye very beautiful eho na choka ni wontina kufo tenkran ja enu ntina kufo tenkran na kofo do na santeman na nkopese o mampanyini bi obeba Ghana bia behu no ebesra no e de santeman kire o mankobeba betena kumase but ho ye kurase menga uga wankasa obi pi na bekoso bewu agame ye nyina ye nyini mbom ma onyansa nya adwuma munjai eye enkwara asem no mu bi da mo mama adwene ni nya adwuma mo mabdishia ba akupo ya santini na edi president or gi president we no tenkran modishia abedi eye roads minister wakoye kwan won kran modishia 47 or parliament obi antumi fa impuntiomba me enye swame oche wo wu ofume otumfo se tutu bosom kese abebu ni nnum nkotodwe ne nana ne wo fa prempe eteso ye hu se nimguase ni bi da otumfo ende because of NPP ene NPP for a mumbu asantifo nti otumfo dwane ntoma de ne kotodwe gu form esresra de te se eye de Somalian slave otumfo yo hene kese 47 MPs nobody showed up o ka kire me say what time we jimi o ko sala asato ama MPP na MPP na wo to man ne mfa so be na obenya Kofo is closer to UGMC and into not thinking you mama kan kire o otri wheelchair nim Dr. Who awa ko monya ti mame baby edu de empe sugar be kire bu de Kofo ye won kran se mumu bi mu agimi ye nyina be nyini o ebedun pempenso bi mintumi nante enche se me disabled Kofo baby odu nyinu no so ntumi nante a enye news nobody's making fun of him. I'm telling you the reality. Oti wheelchair nim FSA na Ghana sebio omo nipa se na edi dem a omo wheelchair Kofo obi ene kura kire se ahinde no ebi didi bi echi wo from ho person with disability ukọ bank kura ye ni baby a obefa mo san kwase afori bi na motisi Ghana se ye wa santimemu ye people with disability obi aka se tia Kofo ofui ukọ bank kura wo Ghana wokumase a baby a obefa akokura no ni bi sebio wo na nya adwuma e kire tentam wo fastest so e wo san ke create a path for you. Wheelchair keke less than $20 in America uni bia utim otwa efin o na utim na emwa obey demonstration said de obi didi Kofo atem na Kofo de na utim no ne bo Kofo tim omia so anu achia omia say forward amwa komunya bibi mamindi otiti remote kutan crap I mean 8 Kevin na branti wabodam ye cho so bagana hakro ba besra me ai so we jimi na otibantama e show na udem yedumu light woni abeko aye no beko wabodam Kofo tinkran no beko otimi mia other professor Dr. Who we mia Dr. Kotila Silence TV send asema to Kofo na dwuya the man so ba UGMC 13 minutes no odu ni agye ne nkwa kwa me apia enkroma adoteja o papa anadwi ne nkoro do oba obawu donkuma kura wu na o papa we ga me say kwa me brempon wona wo ye de hye yate wona osum sikedwa yate wona otumfo oba huhu ne kon yate anadwi wo maame ekua bretuo ne yare ba obawu eche okeka de we Kofo nim se saa de ne ntumi nsewuri nti otenkran would Jimmy to was say and I'm a tank of war hey or you soon adwene Kufo is cracking or ben UGMC or ben Rage or ben Bank of Ghana or sa ben Kotoka or sa ben Ivory Coast or ben Abrochile Kufo be wuna che obenyini ache bibia ehia se nipa betena so e de anyini bia because ebri not no ye galamsey emfrema ne ye we jibiti na mi kirechirem ye galamsey e wo ebri ho emfrema ne efe oje mfrema na okan graphic no ayi say no ayi say mama me coffee kakra udu jimi gina bantama ye ne ye ntia se he we odwan ma wadwene nya adwuma kufo benyini ache everything that makes people grow old kufo will be edian quietness, good doctors, good nurses, good food, good water. Edian biam na nipa hia. Our good wheelchair. Any anon. Ozi Kevin Taylor. Share. U Jimmy. Debi ameka che me nanfofo say ehiafo na wuntam. Ose nyame beye u bodam. Ehiafo na wuntam. Esikafo ka me benzi mitua. Echire ni enim enchenchen car bi ba na ye ping Kevin, be careful, there's a car coming closer. Me da cry to me bem cause hey, you have to drive within the line. Esikafo no omu wuntem. Oti trotrom na fa ha obodi gigim. Ehiafo na wuntam. Enti menya wadwene say kofo be wu obenyini ache ubewu agya no. So we Jimmy unsuo nye uni healthcare papa. Woti we wuhye na ne adwuma pa. Yare bo ubewu. Wama wajiri nye adwuma beto nkwase abasa into bi besi hospital ma na wasomo no ehiafo ne wuntam me metra me kemu a ka bi di mechi ba na ye pa as a check me ko mechi na check census ne nyina ye adwuma me da ka ne tumi twi me bam say hey you are sleeping, stay in your lane. Hey say me ben ka bi kwara tuma me ka ne tumi gina automatically say the distance no is too much, too close. Everything has been set. Benz no yankasa me wo car me benz no sa na tie uobi otima na wewu truck driver wa wiwi apetesia Mexican son but say forcing bi ba ehia for the wuntam and the sabunya president onim nyansa na osi obesi hospital bon ho ban a na wato ama no en na John Mahama e ya ama no wo Jimmy to say ye de twa ofuruma ye bebo o poster na abadi jollof ase na esa na wo mpenada na wo kwase atinsamampo musu unim nyansa to aba pa na nje wo.
What up, my people? I go by the name T-Rhyme, aka the stylish rapper, aka Conscious, aka Fire, aka what I say, BBB. You're watching Davcadotv. Keep it locked. Don't go nowhere. Alright.